Hello, my friends. Please pardon my children having fun on the playground in the background, which might sound like them dying, so just be warned. I want to tell you today when to expect shifts in your symptoms, because this is one of the most common questions I get is, how do you know it's working? I've been doing this for XYZ amount of time, a year, 2 years, 6 months, 3 months. How do I know that it's working? And when, is it normal that this symptom hasn't shifted and that one hasn't shifted? And the reality is that in order for symptoms to shift, we need to be predominantly in relaxation chemistry, dose chemistry, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins for about 75% of the day for minimally 3 to 6 months. And that's minimal before you'll expect to see a significant shift in symptoms. This is somewhat different for everybody, and this is why I encourage folks to focus on the process, not what program you're using, not anything else, not how long you've been doing it, but are you actually in relaxation chemistry predominantly for an extended time? It is the stress chemistry that perpetuates our symptoms, and I know that getting into dose, figuring out how to make the process of neuroplasticity work for you is a big project for a lot of people. And again, for most folks I've worked with, that process of creating an effective process, meaning just getting to the point where you can be in dose for 75% of the day or more, ongoing, that in itself takes most people I work with 9 months to 18 months and sometimes up to 2 years before they can get into the point where they're actually able to get into and stay in dose for that much of the day every single day. That took me almost 2 years. I mean, I kind of had a breakthrough about 20 months, and it was really about 26 months when I really managed to start breaking through this and getting that progress. And I hit my first level of recovery about 4 months after that breakthrough. So know that it can take a while to figure that process out, and there's not a concrete way to know whether by yourself on your own, whether or not the program or the approach you're taking is working for you without guidance from someone who's experienced. I would say a coach who's got some good experience under their belt. There's so many different factors, and some of us have a honeymoon period, some of us don't. Some of us have a lot of limbic resistance in the beginning. Some people, everyone's brains respond differently to a neuroplastic approach. So if you're questioning whether or not your process is working, I highly encourage you to hire a coach. I know that's not always a financial possibility, but anything at all you can do to expand your knowledge and receive some professional guidance, even if it's sporadic. This is your life we're talking about here. This stuff it's possible to implement on your own, but it's not easy. And the more that I coach this, the more I'm like, man, it was ballsy for people to put programs out and just be like, here you go, guys, like go try to do what all the doctors couldn't do by yourself, understanding like complex neuroscience when your brain isn't working. Like, it's a tall order. So again, if in doubt, please do yourself a favor and find more information to be able to evaluate whether your process is working for you specifically. Love you guys.